Why hello, this is another video. This particular video is in two parts. One is to tell you about the new Railmaster 1.62 update. Also, this is my anniversary video. I have been doing these videos now for 12 months. This is video 30. I would like to first thank all my subscribers and also everybody who's been viewing my videos from 76 countries. The standing for viewers at the moment is just over 16,500 viewers, and if you want to subscribe, it doesn't cost you nothing. Just subscribe to my channel and you'll get these videos straight away. So over 12 months since I started to do this, I have done quite a lot of different parts of Railmaster. I will go over some bits of it with you now, but first of all we'll go to the updates. There is quite a few updates. Some of them you won't even notice because it's something to do with the Windows 10 and upgrading Windows 10 and Railmaster. One thing that they've actually added into it now is if you go to your little web there, what it's actually got there is, I'll actually just cover those bits up. You've actually got all of them in now, your Pro Pack, Railmaster and handheld devices, and all your codes are there. So that's a new little innovation that they've put in. Because originally I didn't even know, although I'd got my Pro code on an email sitting there, I hadn't got a clue what it was. Because in actual fact what has actually happened a week ago, this crashed. What happened was my screen froze on my laptop, which is down here, and what happened was I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't press buttons, I couldn't turn nothing. I couldn't even turn it off. It was completely stuck. So me, being as I am, what I did is unplug the mains of it, took the battery out the back, put the battery back, fired it all up again, which I've done in the past, but not when I got Railmaster sitting on. And what happened was, all this was here, all my points worked, my signals worked, my programs worked, but I lost all my locos. I thought, what's going on here? Anyway, in the end, I messed around with it quite a little bit. I emailed down to the support group, and very, very quickly, within an hour, they wrote back to me. They asked me for two particular files, the resource files and another one, I forget which one it was. I sent them down, and what they come back with in about an hour's time was it was corrupted. And I got to take it out of the system. Anyway, I did put it into a temporary file, still couldn't get it to work. In the end, what I actually did is I went onto the PowerPros and did an update that way around. And it brought me back this part of the screen. But it still means that manually I've got to put all my trains back in again. All this part was working to a degree. Now, one thing you can actually tell with the updates, if you go down here, there, what you've got there, in that little box at the bottom, it tells you that is version 1.62. So you just check that, what version you're on. Now, one of the things that they've actually done on here, which is quite good, if I take my screen up here a bit, if I take my loco there, I tap onto there, which is done by doing that, and it comes up there. What you can do now, you can actually do another one. Tap that on there and it brings you two up. So you've got two trains there you can control in larger form, which is, to me, is very useful because normally I'm running two trains at once around the system. So that's one little thing you can actually do with it. Another one, what they've actually done is you can now, it'll print you the CV readings, but it'll only print you the ones which are actually got operations in. So anything with zeros in it and things like that which are not operational, they won't come up, but they will print out the other part. But also they have actually made it much faster to read CV readings, which is a good thing. Also, when you're in that CV, when you do that, there is a little button there in the bottom. You can actually reset your decoder back to original factory conditions, so it's back down to 033. Now they've also added in some more locos. The R1169 Tornado, the R3169 Alton Hall, the R3170 Orderly Hall, and the R3287 Class 47 TTS. They've been put into the system now. Now another thing they've actually put in, if I go to this my plan part of it here, it comes up. Well, they put this in. For what reason? I don't know what they put this reason in. Which is a... there. Which is that. A passing loop. Now, it may be just if you want to do it quicker, but basically that's a section, that's a section, that's a section, and these here. So to say, what you could actually do there, if you've got one longer, you put them in that way, but this is a quick version, so all you'd have to do is just move them over and put some more extra bits in. But that's another added bit of 6.2 that they put in. Also, is it what you'll get if you do the download 162, you'll actually get the new version guide 162, which is quite hefty if you want to read through it all. Now, so I say, that is most of all what's happening there. Some of the bits, as I said, they're just something that are in the background as regards working with Windows 10. They've also added a Railmaster.ini command, double pulse, to send single pulses to point motors, because I know some of you got to do double pulses, it does double pulse on the system, but it'll now do single pulse. Now what has happened with my system since I got it back is some of my signals, which are down here, have gone all up the Swanee. I've spent well over a week redoing some of these things. Sometimes they actually work, same as this now. Doesn't work, see, do it again, it'll go. Go back again. Now some of them, they actually work perfect. Others, they don't. I don't know what it is, so I've just got to basically do some of the signals I've actually got to recode and redo. I've been on it over a week doing these. But also is in my programs, as I've said before, what I've got is these little trains which are programs. All my programs worked except for that one, which is my Gadwall. And it has to be that one because that is a large program. And it's in 3 parts. One is coming out of the siding round to the main line, running around the main line and going back on the siding. It's taken me 2 days to get that back together again. But I've got all the time in the world, so it's quite handy. But say all my buildings are all lit up. I'm quite happy with those. In actual fact, you see there, as it's my anniversary, I have just bought that, which is the pride of Crew. I've just bought that from Steve from Hobby Goblin. It's got a Zen with Stay Alive decoder in the back of it. So it's got one little problem at the moment. Up at Steve's on his track it was going beautiful. Here I have got some nightmares. One thing, it doesn't seem to like a Hornby track. I've actually got it going backwards round the track, that way round, because it won't go that way. Some parts, what it is some of this track's been down well over 18 months now, and parts of it I think have lifted a little bit and twisted, and those bogies on it do not like anything that's not twisted, so it's coming off in time. So I've got a bit of work to do with that on that one. But all these programs and that work. Now going back to some of my other stuff that I've done before, as you know, there is one which is this, which is the mouse. Now what I can do with that is if I actually, let's go find this train. Do that, just so I can get the train out. Right, what you can do with that, with this mouse, is first of all you find your train, which is going to be the panel there. You bring it up onto this screen here like this, and with the right part of the mouse you click that little blue button there. It then goes back into his little hole there, but what it's actually done is it's lit that up. What it actually does is flashes like that. Now the thing is do not put your little cursor anywhere near that. See, it's gone off because it does. That's what happens. So you bring it back on again, and you do that. Do it. Click it. It's live. Now what you do then is with the little wheel, you've got the speed, but also is the left and right. So left is reverse, as you can see. Right is forward. So we go reverse because that's an actual reverse train, and all you do is push the wheel slowly and the train goes that way. You can control these locos to within an inch of their lives. See how slow it's going? Touch the wheel on the top, just press it down, man. Click the arrows that way and then just push it back again like that. So there is a video on this anyway that would just show you. Oh, it stopped. So that's how you do that. And all you do is go over there and that takes it off. Done. Also, as you know, I have voice control on mine. Mine, by the way, mine is a pro version. So what I've actually got on here is if I touch that and touch that,
Railmaster voice control ready.
So if I do my gadwall, loco 4, forward, sound on, screech whistle, sound off, and that is how you do the voice. Now then, one thing, you've done one before at this, one of the things is when you're doing all this is making sure that your track is clean, I mean on the top here. So over the past 12 months I have increased my stock of stuff. One thing I've actually got, which is this, which is a track tidy. This is of course from Woodland Scenics. You just put your train on there and it'll polish the wheels on your train, something on there. Also, since the last time, I've also had this, which is another track cleaning device, which comes with the pads. These are different ones for after 6 months and 12 months, and you just use these pads. And then what I've actually got is, you actually put those on there, you put a dab of this solution onto those there, and rub your rails, go round with them, and then what you do then is take those pads off and put these little white ones on, and then just clean them off again, just dries them all off. So that is another little one I've done. But also, we've all got to the well-known rubber. Well, what I've actually got is this, rubber on a stick. And it's quite handy because what I can do is I can do that with it when I'm going round to places I can't get at. So it's one that I use quite a bit. I do also on my Class 47 there, on that little blue truck are these, which are my dust monkeys. They are sitting on there all the time and they go round sitting on the track like that, and they rub on the track underneath, and look at that, That was just rubbing that basically with my hand. So that's one thing also. Also what I've just done is, as you know, Pico track is normally brown and Hornby is black. So most of my original track is all Hornby, which is black. So going with what I've got at the back, which is Pico, I bought two of these, which are the Tide Track paint cleaners, £7 a piece, and that's one of them. So all you have to do with that is just get the top off. Down there, you get that like that, and just rub them like that. So you can imagine what it's like on this track. The amount I'll have to do all this like this. Keep doing them like that, and then I've actually done it that way. I'm doing them. But that is now turned all those. That'll just go wait for it to dry, and then that'll be all right again. So that's weathered all my track. So that's another thing I've actually done. So what we'll do now is, I've shown you how to do programs. Now my big one, which is that one over there, which is quite a big program. So if you want to get in touch with me, please contact me on 01782 302194 or email me, it's on my channel, or on Facebook, because also the Facebook's got all the exhibitions that are coming up as well. So that's another one you can do. But if anybody's in Stoke-on-Trent area at any time, just give me a call. My phone number's there as well. I'm always here usually, and I'd love to see somebody and have a chat and to come have a chat, really see it live. Oh, by the way, there's that signal that I did, the distance signal I did in the last programme. It's all in position now. So what we'll do now, we'll finish off with the gadwall. So this is now going to start up. This is going to come in after its siding. I've added quite a lot of the sounds in as well on this particular programme. But say it's taken me 2 days to put this one back to right again, because you've got to, I like perfection. And the train has got to stop in the same place every time, else I have to go in it again. Now on this particular programme, which is actually 7 minutes long, you go in and do it all, and then you find one little bit that isn't working properly, and then you've got to come out, readjust the timing, and then you've got to then go and start it all over again. Now in fact, this particular programme, I'm going to show you here, this is the programme, and there are 8 pages of everything this train is going to do. Because what happens is when you merge one with another, you must go through it all and check it. I particularly had one, this is on this particular part of the programme, where the train has got a wheel slip, and what is actually done in the programme produces a set of points. Because I know every inch of these programmes exactly where these trains should be, so it does help when you can do that. I say that was another little part I had in the Stobart, waiting for some more of those to come. And also is my new train over there, as I said, which is doing quite well. So this particular one's got comes. Now it's actually now going to build up to 84 mile an hour. It's no use pushing it any faster than that because it's the length of track that I've got. Then again, trains don't go like that when you actually see them like this. So this is now building up to its speed. This should be its last time round. Should be now coming round to this signal here, where it'll stop for this section of its journey. It takes time and patience to do them, but they are good when they are actually working. Also, you must remember when you've got one of these programs running and part of it doesn't work, like the whistle or something like that, don't press any of it because it just throws the program out. You might have to, do it a couple of times to make sure it goes right, but what it's doing now, it's now going to go into the sidings again where it came home from. I've also added another footbridge there. Those are the dapple ones, about £7 I think it was. That takes me about 4 or 5 hours to build it and to paint it. So I've got another one here which is a black one. So it's my hobby. I love chatting to people. I go into Steve with Hobby Goblin and rattle for hours to people over there. It's a good shop. He's just moved to a new premises, larger. He's got more stock in now. So please go and visit Steve. And you can see the little pegs. Well, that's where there's some magnets there for when I'm uncoupling these. Most of my stock here has got KD couplers on. But what it is, that train should stop in the middle of that, there. There we are. So I know that it's sitting where it should do. So that's where it is. It's now going to go through its thing and turn itself off. And the points will change. So that is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. And please contact me. I'm always here. And I'll see you again soon. Thank you.